Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a story full of suspense, betrayal, and a single moment where calm words left everything in ruins. So grab a seat and stay with me. You won't want to miss a second of this. It all started on a quiet evening. I had been distant for a few days, not out of anger, but because something inside me was shifting. I had begun noticing things, little inconsistencies, glances that lingered too long, messages that disappeared too quickly. And now, sitting across from my wife Maya at the dinner table, I could feel the tension, though she thought I didn't notice. She looked at me suddenly, tilting her head, curiosity written across her face. "Why so quiet?" she asked, her tone casual but probing. For a split second I hesitated, then leaned back, letting my calmness take over. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't scowl. I simply looked at her, letting the silence stretch, until it became uncomfortable, almost suffocating. Finally I spoke. My words were measured, calm and deliberate. "Because I see everything now." Maya's smile faltered just slightly, and I could see the flicker of unease cross her eyes. She tried to laugh it off. "See what?" she asked, her voice lighter than usual, but there was an edge to it, a tremor I hadn't heard before. I let her stew in the suspense for a moment longer, letting my calmness do the work that anger or confrontation never could. Then I continued. "The messages, the lies, the late nights you thought I wouldn't notice. I've seen all of it, Maya. Every single thing." Her hands froze on the table. The fork she was holding hovered mid-air. For a moment I thought she might faint, though her expression was a mix of shock, panic and disbelief. The woman who had manipulated and deceived me for months suddenly realized she had been discovered. Not through yelling, not through a fight, but through quiet observation and careful patience. She started, but I cut her off gently, still calm, still steady. Don't try to explain. Don't try to justify. I've watched, I've waited, and I know the truth. And now it's time you face it." Her face went pale. The confident smirk she wore so often was gone. Panic replaced it. The woman who thought she had me fooled was finally seeing that she no longer held control. My calmness, my composure, was shattering her carefully constructed world. You can't just..." she began again, but my next words silenced her completely. "I'm done being blind. I'm done pretending. And I'm done forgiving what you've never deserved to be forgiven for." Maya's lips quivered, but no words came out. She had expected confrontation, anger, maybe tears, but not this. Not this calm, deliberate unveiling of truth that left her vulnerable, exposed, and powerless. I stood up slowly, collected my plate, and placed it in the sink. The movement was casual, almost mundane, but the impact was monumental. She watched me, realization dawning, horror creeping in. I wasn't begging. I wasn't pleading. I wasn't broken. I was free. "Where are you going?" she asked, voice barely above a whisper, filled with fear. I paused, letting her feel the weight of her own actions. "I'm going," I said, my tone calm, unshakable, "to reclaim the life you tried to ruin. And you? You're going to live with the consequences of your choices." She sat there, frozen as the truth sank in. The late nights, the secret messages, the lies, they had all been laid bare, not through drama, shouting, or spectacle, but through patience, calm observation, and precise words. My quiet strength had dismantled everything she had built to deceive me. As I walked toward the door, she tried to reach for me, her voice breaking. "Please wait." I didn't turn. I didn't look back. I simply opened the door, stepped out into the cool night air, and felt an unexpected liberation. The city lights felt sharper, clearer, brighter. Every step away from her was a step toward freedom, toward the life I deserved, away from lies and betrayal. That night I realized something profound. Sometimes the most powerful response isn't anger or confrontation. It's calm, deliberate control. It's letting the truth unfold and watching those who deceived you crumble under its weight. My silence had spoken louder than any shouting could, and my calm words had shattered the illusion she thought she controlled. Hey everyone, the lesson here? Pay attention to the signs. Trust your instincts. And remember, calmness can be far more devastating than anger. When you hold your ground and let the truth reveal itself, you regain the power that betrayal tried to steal from you. If you enjoyed this story and want more suspenseful, emotional tales that keep you hooked until the last word, Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Trust me, the next story is even more shocking, suspenseful, and unforgettable. You won't want to miss it.